Hey there, Cris here from Paissa and Bernat, bringing you the best tips and tools on planning your Ibiza wedding. On this channel, what we do is that we take you through the steps of wedding planning, we also answer your questions, we interview suppliers, and we make sure that everything is square clear in order for you to plan your Ibiza wedding to perfection. So if you're new here, consider subscribing today. So on this video, we're going to be talking about table configuration and how to fill in your forms, how to prepare for that, and what the steps would be in order to make this a fun part of your wedding planning. So first of all, you're going to start receiving your Rsvps, and once you know who is going to be attending the event, I think that's the best time for you to start deciding how you're going to separate everyone to the tables. I wanted to remind you that at Paissa and Bernat, included in your package, you already have round tables and chairs for the dining area. Owner Enrique is a man of very many talents, and he's also provided us with table drawings of what the different setups are going to be. I have printed them out here, but I'm going to run you through one by one and see what options you have available. Let's have a look at what the different configurations are. In your folder this week, you're going to find that I've added a document. This is a table configuration drawing in order to assist you in the planning. So I also like to remind you here that we aren't wedding planners as such, but I do want to help you as much as I can. So, the idea is that I provide you with tools that are going to speed you up in wedding planning, make things easier, the decision making's easier, the filling in of documents, all there ready for you to go. So let's start off with this document and see what we can find here. So on page 1, you're going to find that I've drawn out and I've put a few comments on top of some of the areas in case you can't quite figure out what is what. So this is down the aisle, the ceremony space, here's where the bar is, the gazebo, I call it gazebo, that's the hut basically where you've got the sofa. You could place a band here if you decided to during the reception or the dinner. And over here you have the new dining area, terraced with sea views. And if you go down this staircase, that's where the toilets would be. So also here below, I have included a little bit of a description on what to expect from this document. So please read through that. Further down, next page, I have included here a picture of what the table setup looks like. So it's very visual. We provide absolutely everything on the table except for these table centerpieces. I do have numbers that I add to the tables so that my staff can easily find these in case you add things like this, but this is quite straightforward. Here I have listed everything that is included, and then down below anything extra. Also down below, any extras that you may want to consider. I'm kind of just drawing that to your attention in case you feel that you do need different stuff, that you can start thinking about what you're going to be placing for your orders. We're not going to be taking orders just yet because I'm trying to create the hire catalog to be interactive, so you can kind of go into it and use it as a shopping cart. So for now, you'll just have to write that down and make sure you keep a note of that, and we will be adding it to quotes as soon as we're ready to proceed. So on this third page, you have the first table configuration. So here I've allocated 6 tables. Each table sits from 8 to 11 people. I have made these tables based on 10-seaters. And basically it kind of shows you where the position 1 is, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tables are also numbered, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically the reason why we do this is that because we want to make it clear that this is the order of service. So we will be serving to table 1 first, then to table 2, then table 3, 4, closest to you first, and then chronological. Likewise, when it comes to each table, we will be serving in the order that is assigned here. You will want to factor it in for when it comes to allocation. Position 9 has got a sea view, position 4 has got a countryside view. So just things like that to take into account. So let's zoom out of this again. And if your wedding party is not of 60 guests or 66 guests, but you're expecting 50, we'll take this as a reference. This table won't be here. I have done a bigger table configuration in the following page, so I have included here 10 tables. If you've got 8, we'll understand that 2 won't come out. It's slightly going to look like this. You know, we're going to keep it as close to this as possible. Also, we don't want it to look too, you know, weirdly separated, so we will make it in a way that it's nicely arranged. Then on each page you can find a link here for a table download. So I'm going to ask you to, once you've decided on what you want, that you come to here and you download this document to then add to your folders, because we will be using this on the day of your wedding. So if you put it into your file, then we can easily download it. So you can download here and add it to your files. On this next page and going down from here, we are giving you options with rectangular tables. So here is a mix. I have mixed up rectangular with rounds. If you prefer this kind of presidential setting, well then, you know, I have included that here already for you to be able to work from. I have mentioned down below that this will incur in extra costs because you need to hire this table. We have 3 tables that we rent. If you need more than that, then obviously you'll need to hire that from an external party. So this setup is recommended for an event of 24 people or less. So the maximum we can put here is 3 tables. I mean, the great thing of setting up here when it's a small wedding is that it does give you an intimate feeling. So that option is available for up to 3 tables. And then if you're 4 or more, then this would be the layout. So you come over here and you've got or 1 very long table or 2 long tables, or if you want less. I mean, here you can play around with the options. It's all numbered. You have got the tables numbered and the places of each person numbered, so make sure that you take that into account when you fill in your table plan. Down here is the one in blank, in case you feel that nothing of this works for you and you want to do it different, a U shape, a W shape, whatever you want to do. Download this link and customize your table plan.
Hey guys, just a short pause here to remind you that if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, let me remind you that every week we're talking about the next step in wedding planning, so you want to make sure that you're tuned in. So take a few minutes and hit the button below, and let's continue with this video.
My recommendation is that you print out the map, and then that you come here and you say, okay, let's start filling in and including who's where. I'm going to say that the bride and groom are on table 1, and then you kind of, you know, you start filling in names. So Sarah, Tom, William. You need to include their surnames so that it's quite clear, but I'm going to just keep this simple. William, Rob, Joseph, Lisa, and so on. And then start adding what their meal choices are. So veggie and chicken, vegan, and so on. If for any reason your meal choices are different and they're not chicken or fish, then you can change these 2 cells here. So these could change. You could change this for beef and I don't know, chicken, or anything that, you know, is whatever is on your menu, you will put in there. Up here you can include also the name of the table, so go ahead and include that there. And basically this document is quite straightforward. You need to fill in the names, you need to fill in the mains choices, you need to also highlight who a bride and groom, so, you know, make that bold. And also it's very important here that I ask that you specify who has got allergies, you know, and if there's children, also how to make that clear and you know, highlight that and include if a high chair is required. Down here I explain a little bit more, so make sure you go through this, and if you have any comments for service, please make sure that you include that here. Down below, this will be drawing in from the first page, and this will also be auto-filling from the first page, so make sure that you've filled in your suppliers page first before coming to here. The latest we're going to need this document is 1 month prior to your event. If any changes happen after that, well, there won't be any changes to the quote, but then we can just simply delete that person and bring everyone up and make the changes accordingly, of course, but ideally this does not change 30 days to the wedding. And with this, we conclude with the table configuration. If you have any questions, you can always drop me an email, book a call with me. Links are below in the description. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel to get notifications with our next videos, because here we continue planning your wedding every week. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and until next week, take care. Bye.